Google or Meta ads? That is the question that we're answering today. And if you're running a business in 2026 and you're trying to figure out where to put your money, this is probably the most important question that you can ask. And I'm going to give you the real answer, not the it depends that everybody in the space is trying to tell you. I'm going to tell you exactly when to use Google, exactly when to use Meta, and exactly when to use both at the same time. Now, based on what I've seen after spending hundreds of millions of dollars on both platforms, this is a formula. Because here's the thing, most businesses pick one. They go all in on Meta because someone told them that Facebook ads are cheap, or they go all in on Google because they heard that search ads convert better. And then they wonder why they're not growing. And the answer isn't one or the other. It's knowing which one to use and when. And that is exactly what we're going to be talking about in this video. Now, if you're new to this channel, my name is Christian Jamal. I've spent well over $100 million on paid ads. And on this channel, I make videos specifically for businesses that use paid ads for lead generation. Everything here is about helping you actually understand Meta ads, Google ads, and run better ads in general and scale without guessing. So let's dive in. Let me start by explaining the core difference between these two platforms, because once you understand this, everything else will click. Google Ads is demand capture. Someone types in best plumber near me, personal injury lawyer in Tampa into Google, and they have already a problem they're looking for a solution for right now. Your ad shows up, they click, they call, whatever. That is a hot lead. They came to you. Meta ads is exactly the opposite. It's demand creation. Nobody opens Instagram and thinks to themselves, I need a plumber. But Meta's algorithm knows, based on their behavior, their interests, and what they've been clicking on recently, that this person is likely to need your service, maybe now, maybe at some point in the future. Your ad interrupts their scroll, it captures their attention, and it creates demand that did not exist 5 seconds ago. Google catches people already looking, Meta finds people before they even know that they need you. Both are very powerful, but they solve completely different problems. So when should you use Google Ads? If people are actively searching for what you sell, Google is a no-brainer. If someone types your service into Google, you need to be there, period. This applies to lawyers, plumbers, roofers, dentists, HVAC companies, real estate agents. The list is massive. Any business where people search for a solution when they have a problem and they need an answer now. Google also wins when the purchase intent is super high. Someone is Googling like emergency AC repair. They're not browsing, they're sweating. They need you right now. That lead is worth 10 times what a cold Meta lead is worth, and Google's cost per click is higher, but the conversion rate also makes it worth it. So you're paying more per click, but those clicks turn into customers faster. Now the downside, Google only works when people are searching. If nobody knows your product exists, if your service is new, if your brand is unknown, Google can't help you because there's no search volume to capture in the first place. Now, when should you use Meta ads? Meta is where you build awareness at scale. If you're a new business, if you have a visual product, if you need to educate people before they buy, Meta is your platform. Meta lets you get in front of thousands of people who have never heard of you for a fraction of what Google costs. Meta's cost per click is significantly cheaper than Google. We're talking about $1 or $2 on Meta versus 5, 6, 7, sometimes maybe 10 or 15 on Google in competitive industries. So if you're working with a smaller budget, Meta stretches your money way, way further. And in 2026, Meta's algorithm is scary good. The Andromeda update means the system is learning from every single advertiser on the platform to predict who is going to convert. You don't need to be a targeting genius, you just need to have strong creative, a clean campaign structure, and the algorithm does the rest for you. Meta also wins for retargeting. Someone visits your website, let's say they don't buy or fill out a lead form, and then they see your ad on Instagram the next day when they're scrolling. That's Meta working its magic in the background. Now, Google also has retargeting, but Meta's formats are way better. Reels, carousels, etc. Now, the downside with Meta is that the leads are ice cold. You need a funnel, you need a follow-up system. You can't just collect a name and expect them to answer the phone the way a Google lead would. But here's what nobody tells you, and this is the part that changes everything for my clients. The businesses making the most money in 2026 aren't choosing between Google and Meta. They're running both together as one system. And here's exactly how it works. You run Meta ads to create awareness. Someone sees your ad on Instagram, they maybe watch a video, they click on your link, maybe they land on your page, but they don't convert. And that's fine. You just planted a seed. Now that person goes to Google a few days later, they type in your business name or they search for the service that you showed them on Meta, and your Google ad is sitting right there waiting. They click and they convert. Meta created demand and then Google captured it. This is called a full funnel strategy, and the data is clear. Businesses running both platforms together see significantly higher returns than businesses running either one alone, because you're touching the same person at different stages of their buying decision. Meta warms them up and Google closes them. And here's the beautiful part. When you run both, your Google cost per click actually goes down. Why? Because people who already saw your brand on Meta are more likely to click on your specific Google ad. They recognize you, they trust you, your click-through rate goes up, your quality score improves, and Google now rewards you with cheaper clicks. The two platforms, they feed each other, they help each other grow. Now, if you're watching this and you're serious about growing your business with Meta ads, Google ads, AI, funnels, automations, I built a completely free system. It's called Click to Client. It's in the first link down below. I'm not holding anything back. The link is right below. Click it, get access, and start building your system today. All right, let me break down exactly how to split your budget between the two. If you're starting out, your budget is under $1,000 a month, let's say, go with Meta first. Build awareness, build trust, test your creatives, figure out what messaging actually resonates with your audience, collect some data. You'll learn much faster on Meta because the feedback loop is much quicker and it costs way lower to start learning. Once you've validated your offer and you know what converts, go on Google. Start with branded search campaigns. That's the cheapest Google traffic you'll ever have. It's basically people searching for your exact business that they saw on Meta. And then start with service-based keywords in your specific area. If your budget is between $1,000 and $5,000, I'd split it maybe 70-30. Meta for awareness and lead gen, and 30% on Google to capture the demand that Meta is creating. If your budget is over $5,000 a month, you can start balancing it closer to that 50-50 marker. And at that point, you have enough data on both platforms to optimize aggressively. Meta keeps feeding the top of the funnel, and Google keeps closing them at the bottom. But here's the rules that never change, no matter what your budget is. Never run Google without Meta warming up the audience first. Cold Google traffic converts, but warm Google traffic are people who already know you from Meta. They convert at 2 to 3 times the rate. That's a compounding effect. Now, let me give you the bottom line. Google Ads is not better than Meta Ads. And Meta Ads are not better than Google Ads. They do different things. Google captures demand, Meta creates that demand. The businesses winning in 2026 are the ones running both and treating them as one connected system, not two separate platforms. If people are searching for what you sell, you need Google. If you need awareness and you need to build it to reach new people, then you need Meta. And if you want to dominate your market, you need both, working together and feeding each other the best info possible. If you want me to help you build this out on Meta, Google, the funnel, the whole system, everything, links in the description to work with me on one-on-one as well. And that's pretty much it for this video. Hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.